welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is something different. Today I wanted to try exploring my art side. I do have other videos, but this would be essentially my first art video, I guess. One of my first videos covering my artistic side. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna be using my iPad 6 to draw because that's all I got, but it's my favorite thing to draw on. And with my little Apple Pencil, this is my second one because my first one broke, but that's okay. They're not as expensive as the new ones right now, so that's a good thing. Still works like a charm. I haven't updated it since before COVID-19 happened. So best thing you could ever have, iPad 6. Don't update it. Best thing ever. Best thing to draw, especially Procreate. That's the whole point of getting an iPad. You just got Procreate on it. And yeah, so this will be a video of just a drawing session of mine, right? Haven't done that, so this will be a first. And yeah, I wanted to share that today, a drawing session. So let's get to it. So let's begin this drawing session. And here we got my iPad, my little setup that I like. I like to put my case for my pencil right there. Very nice, very distinguished, very budget friendly, but I love this. Favorite setup so far. Out of all the setups, this is my favorite setup. But anyways, let's get to it. Let's open Procreate. Here we got my drawings. Today we're gonna draw one of my characters called Sadora, and I'm gonna open up a little 1000 by 1000. I don't even know what that means, but I have it set up there. I called it post because I use it for my posting. Basically just a perfect square of 1000 pixels, I think. I don't know anything. I just draw, okay? I just draw. So I always start my sketches in my sketchbook. I never start my sketches there. Never do that. So I'm gonna start by uploading my sketches from my sketchbook. Always take a picture. Let's do, which one have I haven't done? I could do this one. I wanted to do this one next. So let's flip it to the right direction. I want this one. Gonna do this guy first, right there. It's a concept. This is gonna be a concept for my story for Sadora. Let me rotate it there so he's a bit more straight. There you go. Very good. Lower down the opacity. Put my background to a little bit gray so it doesn't hurt my eyes. And second layer. Now we can start sketching. I'm gonna go back to my libraries. My one that I like. I got all my pens there. I use this pen called G Pen, I think. I found it online years ago and now it's there, but I'll probably do a video about the pen that I use later on. So all the way to the bottom, just testing out that it's the thickness that I want. Very good. Second layer, very good. And I think I want it maybe just a little bit more gray right there. That's good. And then we start, and maybe I think I'll do a, you can see that, right? Yeah, I think you can see that. It's pretty good. Anyways, so let's go add this drawing guide, symmetry. I'm just gonna start symmetry first. I always like to start with the face. So right there, aligned it right there. Very good. Just making sure I got my right pen. And this is gonna be just a simple sketch. Very simple because it's just a concept. And I'm just making sure that it's all there. That this is the base. Just making sure my base is correct. And I think that's pretty good. Everything else is just like that. Just making sure I got my size right. Now I turn it off. Now I turn it off because now I got my size right. And just follow my sketch. This is my sketch, by the way. I just drew it on my sketchbook first because I like doing it on my sketchbook first. So way easier for me. I don't know, I never learned. There you go. There you go. And it's very easy. I'm just basically tracing my own art. Very easy. Just following the flow. Follow the flow of the lines. Because somehow you just draw random lines and it somehow tricks your brain into thinking there's something there. You know what I mean? Tricking your brain that this is a character who's wearing a cape, right? Just random lines. Just following the flow. Let's see. I mean, that's not too bad. You can kind of see it there. You can kind of see, right? Yeah. The character is forming. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna draw. Guess he got a little belt there. And then drawing his arm. Maybe a little line there to indicate his separation of the arm. Just one line indicates. And before I do the rest of his arm, I'm just gonna do this sword here. Oh, what's this? Erase it. Happens when I'm drawing without a glove. And this is just a concept, so it could be messy, right? Just how I like it, messy sketches, because it's all a concept. There you got his sword. You get the idea, essentially, because it's a concept. It's what I like about concepts. You get the idea. Very messy, but you get the idea. Now we hide that, and there you go, it's coming along, just like that. Let's see. Usually I edit my sketches when I'm doing it digitally, right? Because sometimes my sketches could be way too messy, so I refine it digitally. But this one's not too bad, it's a concept. Now we're gonna finish up here. There you go. Now he got boots there. He got loose pants there, you can tell. And we gotta finish up his cape though. There you go. Now his cape is matching. There you go. And there you go. That's it. That is the sketch. The sketch is finished. Well, the line work is finished, not the sketch yet. Because this is pretty good, but we could add a little bit of pizzazz. That word is very old. Anyways, so let's add a couple more before I add the extra details. Since this is concept, this is a concept, so I'm going to add my picture again. picture again, because sometimes I like to keep it the same size that it is. So maybe I could add the sword there, or I could change the side. Or could I add this sword? Right there, right there. I think it looks good there. I just gotta tilt it a little bit. You know, make it a little bit bigger. Right. A little bit more. Right. That's not too bad. Right there. Right there. Delete this one. Lower. And we're gonna sketch that one out, and we're gonna... This one definitely has to be symmetrical. So let's put that where it goes. The blue one at the tip of the sword. The green one at the tip of the end of the sword. The other side. Right there. Perfect. Drawing assist. Making sure I got my pen. It's just to have it. And now we draw. Perfect. Perfectly symmetrical. Ooh, I don't think that was meant to be part of the concept, but it looks nice. Now that I discovered that, we want it straight. Right there. Doesn't have to be too perfect because it's just a sketch. You get the idea. Just a little bit, little lines right there. Little one there. Then right there. And then this one just like so. There you go. That'll do it. Let's see. Very nice. Ooh, hit my PC. Very nice. I like that. I'll keep it. Maybe the proportions aren't correct, but you get the idea. That's the whole point of the sketch, that you get the idea. I don't even know if you could even see that. Been doing this video and I can't even tell. Okay, you can see it there. I don't even know if you've been seeing it this whole time, but now keep an eye on that. Next concept, I'm gonna add another one because it got cut off. This one, flip it right there. I could add that one there, slightly tilted, right there. Or should I add it next to the sword? No, I don't know. I drew it there, so I'll keep it how I kept it with my sketch. A little bit bigger, so you can see it right there. Because I want to make space for my other concept. There you go. Delete this one. Keep going. So this one isn't symmetrical. This one is a little bit curvy because it's a katana. So I'm gonna try and keep it true to the sketch that I have, which is curvy. Right there. It's messy, but that's okay because it's a sketch and it's just a concept. Don't want to make it too messy. A little bit of a perfectionist. But perfectionism in imperfection. Right there. That'll do it, I think. Let's see it. Okay, not too shabby, not too bad. Maybe an extra line right there. So the line goes with the flow. A little bit there. There you go. My other line got hidden, so I added another one there. And I added something there. Don't know if I should add it. It was an idea. There you go. It's just an idea, just to see. Very good. Now I got that done. Just double checking that you see. But anyways, I don't know. I think it should be a little bit bigger, maybe. Gonna select it. And is that not too bad? Right there. I don't know. Check my eraser. Really big. Maybe I just gotta refine it. Maybe I'll like it. Maybe. Okay, maybe it was that. Maybe. I don't know. Forgot to. Yeah, I did. Forgot to add. These lines. Then back. There you go. I don't like it, but no, I don't like it. I'll try again. No, it's just a sketch, but it's my sketch, and I want to make it look very nice, you know. I make it nice for myself, basically. I make it nice for myself. Put that green dot. No, this one here and this one there. Right. That's okay. Assist. There you go. There you go. Much better than whatever I did at first. There you go. Now we got that concept. Now we're gonna on to the next. Right there. Flip it. Maybe I want it like that. Maybe. No, I don't. Maybe. Okay. Right there. And then lower, and then delete, and then drawing this hand. It used to be my greatest weakness, but now it's just meh, you know. Still don't got it though, but as long as it looks like a fairly normal hand, then that'll work, you know. I think this is good enough. Yeah, it's it's just a concept. It's just so you get the idea. Just added another line there. And just so you get the concept, the concept here is, there you go. There you go. I don't know. Can you even see that? I don't even know. But it's not the best hand, but it's you get the idea type of thing, so I'll just leave it like that. And I finished the concept for that, but now I have this big old space there for what, so I'm gonna see if I could add another sketch, another concept there. What could I add? What could I add of the concepts that I have here? Maybe this horse is just lonely sketch. Soul sketch. It's a sketch without any friends. That's something Bob Ross would say. But I'm not Bob Ross. But this sketch doesn't have any other concept, so I'll leave it there. Maybe I should move it a little bit. Right there. I gotta fix this sketch though, it looks messy. Delete that. But this horsey here doesn't look too bad. Couple lines there. I don't know if I want those lines. There you go. There you go. There you go. No, actually. Don't want those lines anymore. Don't want them. What I need to fix is this hair. This hair is supposed to be flowing. Long flowing hair. So I'm just gonna draw a bunch of lines until it looks... that one's not. Maybe that one is good. Better than whatever that was. It looks very stiff. So now we gotta fix this hair. It's supposed to be flowy hair. Flowy hair of this horse. Horse has very flowy hair, so how can I just draw a bunch of lines until it comes out good enough. Oh, wrong layer. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. Yeah, I wanted a line there. No, I'll take out that line. And this, cover it right there. Okay. I think that's a bit better if I add one there. It makes the difference. Well, let's keep at this. That made the difference. Now we're gonna I guess finish this humongous horse. Bunch of lines to indicate the legs. Okay, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. And then this is the hard part. The back. That wasn't the hard part, not the back of the horse. This part. So my character is hooded. So how do I make it hooded? Like that. Like that. is gonna be hard. I don't know what this is. What was I thinking? Okay, so Capes and hoods are very hard. Harder than this hand that I drew. What can I do? What can I... Maybe I gotta... Like that? Like that? Okay, maybe like that. Maybe that worked. There's a random foot there. Random foot. Random hands. I guess. Very simple, but you get the idea. Like, these are not the most complex hands or the most complex foot. Not even the most complex outfit, but you get the idea, I guess. Yeah. You don't get it now, but now that we're gonna add, just double checking. Now we're gonna add the razzle-dazzle. That word is very old. I don't think I should ever use it again. But anyways, straight to the point. Let me stretch out a little bit. Hit my PC again. First, we're gonna start with the lighting. So I'm gonna go back to these new brushes. I like to use this brush. It came with the update and I liked it, so I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna put white, test it out, very good. It's below my sketch layer, just double checking. And let's decide. So I want the lighting to be on this guy right there, so I'm just gonna put a bunch of lines which indicates lighting. There's light, maybe a little bit of light right there in his cape, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there on his cheek, show some depth, and on his hair. That's not too bad. On his sword, it's a shiny sword. It's receiving the light this way. Now we're gonna add a little bit on his boot. And everything else is under his cape. So maybe on his glove, maybe a little bit of light on his glove. Yeah, a little bit on his glove. On his sword, a little bit there, right there. And there you go. Just random. Just put a random bunch of lines, random white lines, and it looks like lighting. So even with that, now the sketch looks elevated. But anyways, let's keep going. Put a little bit on this sword. A little bit. No. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a sketch. Look. Now it's elevated. Look at that. Very nice. And a little bit here too. Put a little bit there. No, wait. The light, should it come from this side or this side? maybe I'll just keep it this side. It's all coming from this side for the sketch, so I'll put it like that. A little bit on the ear, the hair, the cheek. More on the hair, on this ear. A little bit on this hair. A little bit there. And on this hair, just coming out right there. No, don't like that. Right there? I don't know. Right there. No, don't like it. I'll leave it like that. Maybe a little bit on the leg. On this leg. On the little bit on the belly of the horse. Oh wait. No, not on the belly, just on the leg. Right there, back leg. Okay, that's not too bad. Now you know these are like the highlights. Light is coming from there, so now we're gonna do the shadows below the lighting. Lower the opacity very little, very subtle. You don't want it too dark, just very little. Same brush, but I kind of like to make it a little bit bigger, because we're gonna do a lot of shadow. For example, this guy, he's gonna have his face, shadow, have his scarf there, maybe right there, have his hair, now since he basically has a cape, we're gonna have to shadow everything below the cape. So let's start with behind the cape. Now this thing here, now his whole entire chest, including his leg, behind. The arm, I'm not sure, but this cape here definitely has to be covered. Maybe half his boot. There you go. Half his boot. Maybe also half his arm. Yeah, because it's kind of sticking out, so half his arm. There you go. Half his boot here. There you go. Half his cape here as well. Maybe a little bit of his cape right here. There you go. A little bit, maybe a little bit there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There you go. Now he has depth to it. He stands out from the gray background too. Now we're gonna do the horse. This hair here, this hair here. Half the horse, of course. The leg, the chest, right there. The hair as well, but maybe not all of it. Not all the hair, just right there, just right there, just right there, so it looks like hair. Right there. Yeah, this cape here. All the character, the entire cape. Hidden, very mysterious. Maybe a little bit of hair. A little bit on the hair. A little bit there, because the hair is, you know. A little bit on the belly. A little bit on this back leg. A little bit there. Refine it. Refine it on this, the shoe and the hand. Very mysterious. Stands out also. And think that's it. Should I color the sword? Yeah, so it stands out. And this one too. So it stands out from the background. Just coloring it in, not shadow. Just color this hand too. To color it so it stands out. And we could erase the scar so it also stands out, but very refined. You see, now it stands out, the scar. There you go, that'll do it. Now I left this space there because I wanted to write some notes for the concept sketch. But before we do that, I'm gonna duplicate my sketch. So now now you can see the lines. Now it really looks like line art per se. But is it too dark though? I'm gonna take that layer that I duplicated, opacity all the way down. That's the original sketch. Put it a little bit up, and like right there. I like it right there. I'm not looking for a specific number. I'm just looking how I like it. Merge it, less layers, more space, storage space. Okay. Now I sit back and admire my art. Okay, that's enough. So now I'm gonna add some notes. What notes did I added? I think I remember. So we're gonna add a layer here. We're gonna delete the sketch layer, don't need it anymore. And now I'm gonna go back to my favorite notes brush. It's gonna be white. Perfect size. And just swish until I like it. Don't like it. Okay, that's not too bad. We're gonna transform it for the size that I like. Right there. Perfect. And I think I wanted to add a note right here as well. That works. And a note right here as well. But let me change, transform it like that. Okay, I like it, but we're gonna erase it. So the character is overlapping with my notes. Select it, clear, perfect, erase it a little bit more. Didn't get erased. Now whatever I missed, I can't see it, and if I can't see it, you can't see it either. So, now you see the contrast and all. And I'm gonna take, this looks kind of straight, so I'm gonna, there you go. That'll do. What is this? What are you doing there? So, I may look tired, but I love drawing. I don't know. I look tired, but like, this is the happiest I've ever been. Happiest. Honestly. Anyways. So. Now I'm gonna take the notes, so I'm gonna go back. Haven't really organized this, so I'm back and forth. put it to black, size that I like. We're gonna make a layer. The very first layer is gonna be my note-taking layer. And because it's a concept, I'm gonna write the concept of this world and character. So this guy, he is a... Oh, I want this really big. Oh, no. Warrior. Warrior. Let me fix this. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right. Right there. I don't know. I don't like it. No, now I like it. I don't like it. Now I like it. Very nice. Now I like it. So we're gonna keep writing. Maybe that is too big. Maybe I need a... There you go. That's a good size. This is the biggest note. Now we're gonna take smaller notes. This one I wanted to write connection, but connection. But oh no, there you go. Right there. Yeah, wanted it right there. And then this one is I'm gonna move it right there. Maybe change it a little bit. Right. Right there. It's... There you go. There you go. Now I'm gonna lower the opacity a little bit on the letters so it's not super black. It's just gonna be dark gray. There you go. But I'm missing the last thing that always finishes my artwork and sketches. So I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna pick random sketch, layers, copy my signature, and paste it right on top. Put it right there, this little corner. Perfect. Now my sketch is finished. Perfection. Love it. It's very it has like lore, but it doesn't dive into it, so it's more like mysteriously telling you the lore of the story, of the concept of my character. So you have to guess what it is in a sense. But also you get like the vibe. You get the vibe of the story, the vibe of the concept. Oh, a poor sticky note. But that's not the point. The point is, really enjoyed my time sketching out my sketches. Really enjoyed seeing my story come to life, my ideas come to life. And the fun part about drawing, the fun part about sketching is definitely the process. This looks awesome, but just looking at it doesn't make it awesome or fun or exciting. The process of what it took to get to here, up to this point, is what makes it awesome and fun and exciting. And thank you for stopping by and seeing the process, being with me in my sketch session. Goes by pretty quickly, but I did forget that what actually makes my artwork complete is giving it a title. So what title do I give it? I don't know. I'm gonna give it... Honestly, I have no idea. Let me see. I usually give it what I wrote down, so I could put connection, because I don't think I have that. No. Try to give my artworks unique titles so they're not like the same. But once I give it a title, then it finishes. So yeah, we finished it. Title connection, because I wrote connection there. And I love it. I have fun with it. It's the best. Sketching is the best. I love it. And hopefully I get to bring you on to my next sketch session or drawing session and share more about my characters that I got here, because that's all I draw. It's my characters. That's all I draw. Anyways, thank you for stopping by and sticking by this drawing session. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But don't forget to subscribe if you want more videos like this. It's my first video, but I do plan to make more videos like this. And yeah. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for everything. And if you enjoyed this artwork, I'll obviously post everything on my Instagram. My Instagram has all of my artworks. I don't got videos for all of them, but hopefully these upcoming artworks that I will post, I'll make a video of it. And you can enjoy the process with me, just how I enjoyed it. And my iPad is telling me to finish up. I'll see you in the next video.